Greetings everyone, and welcome to my ordinary garden. In today's video, we will be counting down the very best Digimon with the neutral attribute in the Cyber Sleuth games. For this list, the Digimon that we considered were ranked based on their overall strength and viability for competitive play. This video is part of a series of top 10 lists which overviews the best competitive Digimon for Cyber Sleuth. To be clear, we are ranking Digimon based on the rebalancing of the roster for Hacker's Memory for the PS4, which carried over to the Complete Edition for the Switch and the PC. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Number 10. Alphamon. Alphamon is a very interesting Digimon. With their support skill, Hermetic Loner, Alphamon tends to be at their very best when dealing against fellow Royal Knights. However, with such bulky stats, Alphamon can still be a force to be reckoned with even when they're not facing Royal Knights. And with perfectly balanced attack and intelligence stats, Alphamon can easily specialize as a physical threat with Blade of the Dragon King, or utilize magic with Soul Digitalization. Either way, Alphamon will be able to serve with great reliability, and that kind of consistency is not always easy to find. Number 9. Platinum Sukamon. Yes, we are not kidding with this one. While playing through story mode, Platinum Sukamon is regarded as an excellent early game Digimon thanks to its support skill, Platinum Service, which increases experience gained after battle. But what's the use if experience is a non-factor in competitive battles? 3 words: rare, metal, poop. Yes, Platinum Sukamon is one of the very few Digimon with access to a knockback skill. The disruptive nature of this utility is incredibly underrated. So, if your opponent has a problematic Digimon, you can just throw poop at them and deal with it later. Number 8. Lucemon Fall Down Mode. Lucemon Fall Down Mode is a demon lord who possesses respectable and balanced stats. As he prefers to be a magical attacker, Lucemon can be trained to have great bulk, further supported by the fact that he isn't as weak to common light attribute damage. His support skill, Pride, provides your team with a small damage boost, while his signature skill, Dead or Alive, is a powerful magical nuke that can potentially inflict status effects. Overall, Lucemon is a reliable, magically inclined Digimon that can provide damage and support without causing any major setbacks. Number 7. Alphamon Ouryuken. We've talked about Alphamon before, but this one is built different. Unlike Alphamon, the Ouryuken form actually provides a generically useful support skill, Blast Digivolution, which increases your team's damage output. On top of that innate power boost, they even have access to one of the strongest piercing skills in the game, Ultimate Ouryuken. So what we've got is an intimidating physical force whose only real downside is how much memory they cost to fit in your team. But that's a relatively easy problem to work around, at least for the most part. Number 6. Knightmon. What if I tell you that Death actually looks like a knight in shining armor? Knightmon managed to carve itself a specific niche in competitive Cyber Sleuth, which is being the game's best user of instant death. His signature skill, Berserk Sword, is a unique skill that does 0 damage, has only a measly 30% accuracy, but can deliver instant death whenever it connects. And due to the nature of the game's mechanics, equipping Knightmon with 3 hit attach A's gives him a whopping 75% accuracy on this unorthodox move. Knightmon is here to punish anyone who is caught unprepared in brutal fashion. Number 5. Apocalymon. Apocalymon happens to enable a type of team comp that relies heavily on neutral damage. With his support skill, Revelation, Apocalymon boosts neutral damage by 20% but decreases damage done by other attributes. While this does somewhat limit your team options, what you are left with would be greatly empowered by Apocalymon support. And as far as stats go, Apocalymon pushes incredible numbers that make him a bulky magical supporter. His signature skill may be situational at best, but everything else he provides for neutral-focused teams is second to none. Number 4. Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. Just like our previous entry, Imperialdramon Fighter Mode is yet another bulky free-type Digimon that comes with a fantastic enabling support skill. Fighter Mode boosts your team's speed and attack power, which makes Imperialdramon's brand of support much more accessible. In particular, he's a preferred partner for any Digimon that relies on physical damage. And despite being a free type, Imperialdramon's positron laser supported by his massive attack power allows him to punch holes in enemy teams. Honestly, with power like this, of course you'd want him by your side. Number 3. Justimon. Justimon is one of the only Digimon who can pull off a defensive playstyle and still pose as a threat. Justimon has access to 2 signature skills, Judgment of the Blade, a highly damaging physical attack, and Weltgeist, a completely defensive skill. Weltgeist can nullify all incoming damage until the next turn, and while shielding himself, Justimon is capable of counterattacking anytime he blocks damage. This helps Justimon become a tricky target to take down. To top it off, his support skill, Aus Generics, grants 25% evasion at low HP, making his team even more slippery. Number 2. Ouryumon. Enter the Warrior Dragon. Ouryumon is a straightforward powerhouse with a strength and efficiency that not many vaccine types can really compare to. Its signature skill, a Seryuojin, is an incredible piercing skill with a high crit rate. This is further bolstered by its own support skill, Samurai Spirit, which boosts attack and crit rate even more. This results in a Digimon with power that's extremely difficult to defend against. Overall, Ouryumon has just the right qualities that makes a physical attacker an important presence in the battlefield. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Minervamon. Power comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. And in this case, power comes in a cute and small package. Don't be fooled by her diminutive appearance. Minervamon is easily one of the game's strongest physical attackers. As far as stats go, Minervamon naturally has high attack power, but is also gifted with decent bulk and 3 equipment slots. Strike Roll is an incredibly damaging neutral skill with a high crit rate, which is further boosted by her support skill, Primal Trooper. This is one of those support skills that can boost the damage of a specific attribute. In this case, the neutral attribute. This may not sound that impressive, but this actually helps out a lot of very commonly used skills in competitive Cyber Sleuth. We have made it to the end of the video. I would like to take this time to say a special thanks to fellow content creator, Commander Spubington, who helped me capture gameplay footage for this video. Please check out his channel. A link will be provided in the description below. Speaking of which, this video wouldn't be possible without the collective knowledge of the Cyber Sleuth community. Special thanks to Matt and 02 Omega for their enthusiasm and valuable input in the discussion. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching and train hard, tamers!